From Milwaukee's historic VA Medical Center, it's Milwaukee's hometown morning show on KLH.
Here we are broadcasting live at the Milwaukee VA this morning. So back, I'm going to take you guys back to September 12th of 2001. Because, doing a morning show, I'm on the radio, we're trying to get through 9/11. The next day, we were looking to speak with a child psychiatrist, psychologist, someone to try to help us get through that. What do you tell the kids? Mm-hmm. And we call Dr. Mike McBride, who now, all these years later, is a part of the VA. He's not only outpatient psychiatrist. Since that conversation we had on September 12th, within a month, he said, he joined the military. Dr. Mike, thanks for joining us today. Dr. Mike McBride. Give it up for Dr. Michael McBride right here. So you start your career as a child and adolescent psychiatrist. You came to the VA when?
In 2007. It was just at the time that I was heading off to Iraq. I had a private practice at that time, but I just couldn't continue to go on deployments and leave my practice. So the VA called me because they were having all these young veterans come in, and they didn't know quite how to handle all these adolescents. And at that time, they offered me a job, and I've been here 11 years, and it's been a great place to work.
So within a month of us talking on the radio back on 9/12/01, you joined the military. You joined the Army.
Joined the Army, right. In fact, my wife kind of laughed at that because, here I was 40 years old, and I'm totally deaf in one ear and a bad knee. And the recruiter kind of was sighing when he heard that. And then he said, well, what do you do? I told him I'm a psychiatrist. And within minutes, he was knocking on my door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then after you did your Army, you...
Right. So then I filled out a completed contract with the Army. And then these Marines here talked me into joining the Navy so I could help Marines out. And did that and went to Kandahar, Afghanistan in 2013.
Unbelievable.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
And your father also served, right?
That's right. In fact, that was 1966. He was drafted, and we went to a naval station in California from 66 to 68.
So you were in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
And I've probably watched Restrepo like 4 times, all about the Kandahar Valley. Mm-hmm. And you tell me off the air that some of those vets are walking these halls.
Right. Today, they are here. Those veterans of those battles are here at this institution getting help. And I just want to really say this. I want to thank you, Doreen and Dave, and the morning show for being here at our VA. It really means a lot to the staff here, but I'll speak on behalf of the veteran population. Mm-hmm. This means so much. And I want to make an invitation to your listeners that if they should really come out here to the VA.
They should.
Take a look around. They've paid for it. They're taxpayers, and this is theirs. So if they want a tour, call me or call Gary Kunick, and we'll give you a tour both inside and out.
It's fascinating. It really is.
And the number of things that you guys do, the men and women who have served are lucky to have a place like this. Mm-hmm. And so many of you who have served as well are here to help those. So you really understand it from the inside out. But I want to talk a little bit about post-traumatic stress. What are some of the signs that someone is suffering from that, and how can one go about getting help or getting someone else help?
Well, clearly, I think anyone coming out of a combat zone is going to have signs and symptoms of post-trauma. They're exposed to life-threatening situations, so their body's going to react to that. So a lot of anxiety symptoms, insomnia, trouble maybe trusting people, relationships can be a difficulty. Sometimes substance abuse can be used to try to help dampen those symptoms. Sometimes depression too. So it's a broad spectrum of symptoms. But the main thing is that, you got to get help. And to come here, this is a remarkable institution where a veteran can walk in any business day and come into our immediate mental health access clinic and see a psychiatrist that day, or after hours, or weekends. We have embedded psychologists in the emergency department that can see him there. So, hey, there's no excuse. Get here.
And it's okay, right? It's okay to come in and get the help?
It's a sign of courage.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about misconceptions throughout the course of the morning that people may have relative to the VA and care that they could get. From your perspective, address that, please.
I would say that the one thing that people don't understand is that the staff working here are here for a mission. This is not like our other hospitals in the area, and I've nothing wrong about what they're doing, but there's a mission here. So everyone who works here takes an oath as a federal employee, and they're here to take care of those veterans. And that's what's impressed me the most. The folks that work here, I'm really proud to be their colleague.
What do you do to reach out to veterans who don't know about this or haven't taken advantage of the care here?
We've got more programs out there, Dave, in the community to try to spread the word about VA care, to try to change some minds of people who may have come here in the past that didn't have a good experience. We want to give them a new chance to tell them about the things that we're doing. So there's a lot of efforts out there in the community. We have a mental health summit every year that addresses a unique focus, a community of veterans. In fact, this coming May 1st will be the mental health summit focused on Latino families and veterans.
We're talking to Dr. McBride here at the VA this morning, Veterans Day coming up on Sunday. It's a very difficult topic, suicide, veterans suicide. What does the VA do to help fight this epidemic?
Well, I'll say this, using a Navy term, this is all hands on deck. Everybody's responsible. We have programs that are out there in the community identifying veterans who are at risk, making sure that they know what care is here, making sure that all of our staff are trained up on how to identify and help out veterans who have suicidal ideation tendencies or attempts. So we're all working together on this. It's a crisis, it's an epidemic, and it's going to take all hands on deck.
So if someone wants more information,
Come out here, give us a call. There's all kinds of crisis lines, and we'll provide all that for you. But I would really say, look, this is a family affair too. So families need to get involved, and a lot of families are struggling. So you need to come out here and work with our staff too, so we can help you and your veteran.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the veteran, it's the entire family.
Well, and the people here that are working with the veterans understand, right? And a lot of them are veterans, and
That's it. We understand. It's a culture too. I think that's another aspect here. Part of military culture is something that needs to be understood, and we need to teach that to the community.
Doc, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thanks for sitting down with us. Dr. McBride, great job.
Thank you.
thank you for your service.